Hey everybody, welcome to Funnel Hacker TV. We get to do something unique. We finally get to do just a Funnel Hacker TV with you guys. We get to just chat, have fun, and be able to do something regular. We've been doing a lot of funnel hacking live announcements. Today we get to get back to the basics and let you know what you're about to miss. There's something happening at the top of the hour. We don't want you to miss it. Stick with us. Let's roll the intro.
We are part of an underground group of entrepreneurs that you've probably never even heard of before. We are funnel hackers, and these are our stories.
Hey everybody, welcome to Funnel Hacker TV. I am Susan Leonardson. This here is
Ben Moot.
And we have a lot happening today, but first make sure that you are subscribed, either text messages or email. Make sure you are getting notifications. If you text FHTV to the number at the bottom, 208-231-3797, then you will get notified when we are going live. And we are going to be talking about today. So Ben teased there is a webinar coming up at the top of the hour. We are going to be talking about that. We are also going to be talking about a resource that you may not know about. What is Russell doing? He posted to his stories and he posed an important question. We should ask him. So we'll talk about that. And we have some hacker heroes in the ClickFunnels community that we would like to spotlight doing amazing things. And there's more. We have some ClickFunnels 2.0 stuff to show off, which is going to be so awesome. So I think that I covered everything. Let's start with, I think, Ben, you have something to start with.
Yes. Okay. So as you guys know, we've been doing a lot of funnel hacking live speakers and news. We've been doing a lot of that lately, dropping all of that in there. And I want to get you guys caught up on everything just to make sure that we're all good to go. So let's talk about speakers and news. Now, I forgot to share my screen. Here we are.
What's our countdown now? Do you know?
No.
We were
yes, I do.
79
yes, I
on
do.
Monday.
Yeah, we're at 75 days today.
Quick math.
Today is 75 days. We are officially at 75 days. So, if you guys haven't been watching, we have been interviewing people all week long. We had Barry Baumgartner on Tuesday, and this was a spectacular interview. There are so many details that she drops about how to be able to do a live event and why there are secrets behind funnel hacking live and how that whole event is structured that you don't know about. She teases those pieces, which was absolutely delicious and super, super good. You want to make sure you're caught up on. Tim Shields came on and spoke with us, and he's able, that was just yesterday. And he was able to talk to us about how he's able to make his webinars increase their opt-in rate. Like he said that his regular ones do 900 people. His big events that he's doing, the ones that get massive attention, they get 3,000 people plus. This is how to more than 3x your opt-ins and how to increase your orders by over 50%. How do you structure your dramatic demonstrations to do that? So we've had him on. We're there interviewing everybody inside of the ClickFunnels Radio podcast as well. Funnel Hacking Live is in full force. And if you feel like you've missed any of the speaker announcements or anything like that, I want you to go to Funnel Hacker TV. Okay, so go to FunnelHacker.tv, behold the magical page. Okay, and what I want you to do is scroll down here. You can get all the email recaps, so that way we make sure that you are 100% caught up. Let me close a couple of these tabs really quick. I'm rolling like a whole bunch of videos at the same time. There we go. And as you come down, we've got Tim Shields right here, so you guys can see a recap of that, and you can click on that in order to watch, nice and easy. We've got Barry Baumgartner. We've got every episode summarized here. You guys can come in here and see when we talk to Eric Thane, when we talk to Kathy Yoder, when we talk to all of these people step by step. You're able to see all of these episodes. So come in here, make sure that you are signed up in order to get all of those details, because we are releasing more and more, and all next week is stacked full, including a special interview with Ben Carr. Is that how you say his name? How do you say his name appropriately? Is it Ben Kajar?
We will have to figure that out.
He is absolutely spectacular. And he is coming on next week along with a couple of others. So if you guys want those notifications when we're going live, make sure that you put in your details, get that, and get your tickets to Funnel Hacking Live, because I'm just getting more and more excited as we go through all the speaker lineup. It's just getting to be ridiculous, especially the bonuses that they're giving it's blowing my mind.
It's going to be amazing. I started looking at flights and I'm like, okay, we got like, or we need to start getting things arranged. Like it's coming down. It's coming up so fast.
Oh, so fast. And so if you guys don't have your tickets yet, grab your tickets so that way you can stay with us in the hotel. We're going to be doing Funnel Hacker TV there. We're going to do like pre-game shows and stuff. It's going to be absolutely fun. We're going to have games. We're going to be featuring people. So make sure you guys are there. We can't wait to see you.
It's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's move to our water cooler. We have a couple of things that we want to mention. The first one is a resource that you guys may not be using. And we just want to make sure that you're aware of it. So did you guys know that there is a ClickFunnels blog? The ClickFunnels blog is, there we go. We got ClickFunnels radio poster getting put on there, but there is also a lot of awesome articles that are on the blog of like things that are like helpful, like giving value. I'm not sure why it's not scrolling, but if you scroll down, if you go to the blog today and you scroll down, there is going to be a lot of helpful articles. There's even one about like how to actually go and build your funnel, right? So there is a ton of good content on the blog. You can keep up to date with a lot of things there. And it's a lot of the ClickFunnels team are contributing to that. So really awesome stuff there. And then the other thing, just like, hey, did you guys see Russell's video that he posted? I thought it was so awesome. So on Russell's stories, it's still up. You could go look at it right now, but he's like, I don't even know where he's at, but he's like in the dark at night. And he's just like, hey, I'm about to get on a flight for 24 hours. And he's telling the story about the most, like the best question that someone's ever asked him. And it was from Trey Llewellyn. And it was like, what, like out of all these books that you have, like which 2 books would you recommend that I read? Like if I could only read 2 books, what are they? So go check out his post, because he also kind of hinted that he might share with you what he's reading on his 24-hour flight. Like if he could only take 1 book with him, what is it going to be? So go check that out. I'm like, oh, that's such a good question. Like what is Russell reading right now?
Right. And it's like, it's been really interesting. There've been a couple of hints about books that he's been reading here and there. He read Good to Great for a while. He's been reading some books by Ben Hardy. 10X is easier than 2X. And what is he reading now? If you guys are wanting to know, you need to be following him on social. Like he's getting ready to travel. It is going to be a travel crazy day. But before it starts, I need to make sure there's something on your funnel forecast. You guys okay if we jump over to that real quick? Let's make sure that you don't miss what's going on at the top of the hour. At the top of the hour, my friends, we have something absolutely spectacular going on the forecast. It's the Funnel Builder webinar. Guys, this is a value-packed webinar. This is something that we've been aligning, making sure all the pieces are right and getting all these pieces ready. You might see a couple of faces that you recognize. I know I'm getting ready. We've got, I know Andrea Peer is on there. We've got several people on here that are highlighted. You guys want to be there. It's really, really cool. Russell's doing the webinar. It starts in less than an hour. This is a live view of the page, guys. So come over here. Make sure that you are signed up because it's starting in less than an hour. You want to be there. If you've ever wondered, how do you actually become a funnel builder? How do you get certified? Is there a way to be certified? How do you get on the inline of us putting you in front of customers? This is the fast track. This is the way. And Russell's going to share everything with you. So make sure that you guys are signed up. I'm going to refer to this a couple times as we keep going because you don't want to miss it. This is a spectacular webinar. I can't wait for you guys to jump in. There's going to be strategies on how to build out services, on how to get customers. We're just going to give you all the goods and help you understand what it looks like to be a funnel builder, and maybe give you some ideas if you are a funnel builder on how to up your level and how to like take it up a level, take it up a notch, and really take it to the next level. So my friends, make sure you go here. The link is funnelbuilders.com. There's actually, the link is tagged inside of here. So you should just be able to click on here and do that. It's funnelbuilders.com. And if you go there, you can just say, I want to be a funnel builder, and it will send you right here. So make sure that you're going there. Make sure you're signed up, because in less than 49 minutes, this sucker goes live, and it's going to be really, really exciting. I love webinar days. Like I love webinar days, and it's yet another right before Russell travels, and I am stoked. So make sure that you are there. Don't feel FOMO. Get there.
Yeah. And this is the same, this is the so Russell's presented this, he's presented this training last year at Funnel Hacking Live. I saw it again somewhere else. And this is the training that I watched to get me into where I'm at today of like, okay, I'm on my way to being certified. I am learning all of the frameworks and strategy of all the different types of funnels. It's awesome. And 48 minutes, guys, like I just verified the link is pinned to the top of the comments. Click on it now, like open it up in a new tab. We will wrap up long before you need to be over to there. So you should be able to sign up while you're still watching us. Yeah, it's going to be a good one.
It's going to be so good. And if you guys stick around, I'll try to fill up some of the time. There's some really cool ClickFunnels 2.0 stuff I want to show. That's brand new. So I'll try not to steal a bunch of time, but make sure you're registered.
Yes. All right. Okay. Let's highlight some of you, our hacker heroes in the ClickFunnels community. There are a couple of people that I want to bring up. The first one is Jennifer Hall. She put a post into the community, and I just loved seeing it in there. So I don't know why these ones are not working. I wonder if I can share my screen if it doesn't pull up. I do have it ready here.
That is so weird. So every once in a while, if you guys know, we're using StreamYard in order to build a lot of these things. And every once in a while, we get all these assets ready and they actually don't play. It's really, really strange. Lena, let's go ahead and do this. Can you go ahead and remove the blog really quick and just see if that refreshes things?
Yeah. And in the meantime, here is Jennifer Hall's post. So she gives a great story. It's like she's done a webinar before or something, right? Because she actually goes through and does a great post of telling her journey in her entrepreneurship life so far. And there is ups and downs, and she was really struggling with things. And then she finally had some realizations, and she walks through that on this post. And then she actually went and did her first live webinar, and she did awesome. And she gives kind of what happened with that. And then she even was asking some questions, but I loved this at the end. I was only one decision away. So go read her post to figure out okay, what was the decision she had to make? It has these awesome pictures of her with Russell throughout her journey. And then I just loved, let me see if I can open up some of the comments. I loved seeing how much support was in here for her. Of just awesome, you did it, congratulations, thank you for sharing your story. Love seeing all the support happening in the ClickFunnels community.
I love seeing you guys give back. That's just it makes everything happy. Number one, to see your wins, but to see us cheering on the wins as well, it brings that belief. Tim Shields was talking yesterday about how when you watch everybody walk across the stage, you have that moment of belief that I'm going to do that. I can do that. Mm-hmm. And this is like that mini stage walk when somebody has a small win or a big win, celebrating with them is celebrating the success in their life opens that pathway up for you. So thank you guys for giving. You're spectacular.
All right. The next one, we'll see if this one works. I'm preparing for it to not work. But the next one is there's a new user spotlight out on the ClickFunnels YouTube channel. And
hey,
yes, it's working. Okay. So this is a highlight of Brennan, let me get his name right, Schlagbaum. And he is telling his story about how he's a CPA. He's talking about how okay, this is what I was doing before. And then this is what I started to do with ClickFunnels once he learned some strategic stuff within ClickFunnels. And he talks about how it totally changed his business. He's now brought in, his revenue is it's 7 figures. He's brought in $1 million, and he's grown his social media, specifically Instagram, I believe, to hundreds of thousands of followers. And his story is just incredible. So make sure that you guys are checking out those user spotlights on YouTube. The stories are so awesome and inspirational. And if you're out there and you're oh, I'm kind of in that industry, I want to go see what this person did. He used a book a call funnel for his business. Like that's the only funnel he's using, and he's doing that like he's offering CPA services. So really incredible. Go check that out for sure.
That is crazy. You know, it's funny, like every once in a while, somebody has like an inline on like how to do something on TikTok, how to do something on Instagram, how to do this. And like they're sharing it. Make sure that you guys are part of the community. You're watching, you're getting the updates from the emails, all those, because gold be dripping everywhere. We want to make sure that you're catching it.
Yes.
That is awesome.
Right.
You guys okay if we walk through 2.0 for a little minute? Because there's a couple of updates that were just amazing. Can we have a 2.0 moment?
Let's do it.
2.0 moment.
There's like, Ben was showing me the list of all the things that we can't go through all of them. Like we got to sit. We can't talk about all of them. Russell's
I can do this.
Okay. But the list of things that are coming out for 2.0 is just insane. It's awesome to see.
Yeah. All right. Let's see how many I can get in, because Russell's going to want to keep some of these to himself in order to do it on the next pulse. But let's see what we can do. All right. So first off, how many of you are using email inside of 2.0 at this point? Some of you have been waiting. You're like, the system isn't set up. Like it requires me to set up domains. It's doing this weird thing where it says you need DKIM settings. I just went and I created a new account because as of 2 days ago, late at night, we created a new system setting. So that way, when you add your marketing settings, all you have to do when you create your new account now is to update your name and email address, or not email address, your business name and your business address. So that way all your marketing details are there. And we have created all of the settings in the backend so you can send out an email instantly right after you do this. So you just put in your details here and save, and you can start sending emails in a workflow, emails in broadcast. You can do all those things instantly. It's now available for you. That is unlocked. And so we just made your life, I don't know how much easier. Susan, when you heard this, you were like, oh my gosh, yes, thank you. Finally.
A lot easier.
Yes. If you guys are building for clients, this is so nice, because otherwise the system was you needed to add a domain. Once you add domain, you need to make sure that all the DKIM settings are set up. And it's just, it was the technical stuff that we can automate on the back end. And we finally got it dialed in and locked in. And now it's live. And yes, life is so much easier. So number one gift for you in the email system, getting set up and sending emails is now massively easier. Done. Number two, we created a couple new templates. So Russell, once upon a time, let's see, which one is it? This one. We created this template. Russell said, I want a simple template. I don't want it to be complicated, and it should look like my emails. And so the team created something that looked like this. And Russell said, yes, but no. I want something that works like we had in Classic. And so this is what has been done. So if you come over to broadcasts and you create a broadcast, you have a whole bunch of templates that are available. Okay. Then there are 3 new templates that are available that we've moved over from ClickFunnels Classic to here. They are Classic Email 1, Classic Email 2, and number 3. And let me show you what they look like really quick, because it's taking a little while. This is the first one. If you guys use ClickFunnels Classic, you may recognize it. Mm-hmm. All right. So very simple email here, nothing complicated, but it shows you just the basics. And then Russell said, I want the footer that I use that's been working for years. I want that at the bottom of these emails too. So we went and added those in as well. Okay. So you've got this email template that's done for you. You've got this one. If you guys remember this one, Once Upon a Yesteryear. It's a little older, but the design is glorious. And once you get it dialed in, you can save this as a template very, 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 very easily. There's whole how-to docs for this stuff to take you step by step. But the third one looks like this. So we've created 3 new designs. They are in there. And I kind of wanted to go an extra mile. And so I spent a couple of hours hitting up the team and saying, you know what? Russell's been talking about the linchpin a lot lately. He's been talking a lot about creating email newsletters. What if we created email newsletter templates for you guys? What would that be like? What would it look like? And the team said, yes, let's absolutely get it in. And boom. So I created 2 of them. Here's the first one. So if you're back in here and you're creating it, just come on up. Hey, there's the previews. So those 3 are available. Now, if you want to do a newsletter, here's the basic newsletter. and then the full newsletter. I'm going to show you what both those look like. The basic newsletter looks like this. You add your logo, you just put in the title, and then you can put in all your details. This is a past newsletter that is acting right now in the Funnel Builder Marketplace. If you want to understand what the Funnel Builder Marketplace is, go to funnelbuilder.com, sign up for that webinar before it's live in less than an hour. We'll talk all about the marketplace in there. So you're going to want to pay attention to that. But this is one of the emails that we send out to everybody. Lee actually sends this out. Lee is spectacular. Lee has been sending these emails out every single week, and they are a heavy dose of a newsletter. Like, it has, number one, it starts with tips. Then it goes into origin story. Like, here's someone's story of them doing spectacular. And it talks about how you can do that. A tip from a fellow community member. Here's Alex Hermosi, Maxwell Maltz, James Clear, Napoleon Hill. You got quotes from all these different people. This is just what he is doing for our marketplace newsletter, but the template is now available for you. So if you would like this template and you would like to use it for your own newsletter, it's available for you. It is the ClickFunnels, or it's the basic newsletter template. But I went and also created a fancy one. So I went and funnel hacked a couple of newsletters that I love. I went and started hacking newsletters the minute Russell started talking about it and the linchpin. And I went and found this basic template. And this is something we've been thinking of doing as some type of a newsletter. And so we've been drafting and playing with it. And this template is now available for you. So that way you guys have a table of contents you can create. You can write each one with a hook, a story, an offer. You can do this over and over and over. Make sure that they have all the links for what's happening this week. You can organize this any way you want. This is a template that's available for you. You guys are able to use this. This is available for you right now inside of your ClickFunnels accounts. All 5 email templates are now available. Congratulations, at no charge. We just want to over deliver, if that sounds okay to you.
It's so awesome. I love those templates.
Really quick, let me go ahead and add one of those actually really quick. Have you noticed this really quick? So if I select the full newsletter template, there's something that we've made really easy for you. I'm just going to keep laying on a couple of these until Susan's like, Ben, it's too much. Ben, it's too much. Stop.
We got time. Let's do it.
We got some time. Let's go. So when you guys are setting up your templates, there is a process that you can do. Has anyone ever heard of a merge tag before? So a merge tag is something where you're able to insert your customer's details into the page. So that way, if I want to say, you know what, call out that person's first name here and then talk to them. If I want to be able to put that in, we can do that. And now we just made it easier for you. So you don't have to know what the merge tags are off the top of your head. You can do this yourself. So for example, when you're typing in here, there's this tag right here. So, so instead of Hey Funnel Hackers, if I want it to be Hey First Name, all I have to do is click on merge tags and then choose which one I want to plug in. Hey First Name. Okay. Now I could, once I got all of this drafted the way I like it, I can do save and exit, and merge tags have now been simplified in the subject line creation as well. So once this saves, check this out. So if I come down, let's go to the subject line and say, hey there, and I click over, see this right here, merge tags. We've made this simple over and over. So hey there, first name, check this out. Okay, we've made that simpler for you as much as possible so that way you guys can get your email systems working simpler than ever. Okay, this is the entire goal of the system. We've been doing an overhaul on all these things, simplifying. ClickFunnels 2.0 is a powerhouse. It will remain a powerhouse and it will only become bigger and more powerful. And our job as we do that is to simplify all these things for you so that way you can move forward easily with as little technical know-how as possible. Is that good so far?
Yes. There's one more thing having to do with merge tags though that I'm like, oh, so this is a feature as Ben is yeah. So as you're pulling it up, let me tell my experience with it.
Please.
So there's a step. Is that what we're calling them? Inside of the workflows where you can have a notification. Yes. And I discovered this really early. I'm like, oh yes, like I had a client who we built a funnel and it was to book a call. And we were like, okay, well, let's put a notification step into the workflow so that it emails her every time someone actually like gets to this point in the workflow that we know. It was for a contact form. It wasn't book a call. It was a contact form. So it was like on her contact page in her hub. And we needed to know every time someone filled that out. And I wanted their details to get sent to her. We couldn't do it at the time.
Now you can.
Yes.
All right. So really quick. So I built a funnel really quick before we went live because I'm like, oh, it's easy to build a funnel in 2.0. So I went and I built out a funnel really quick. And this is the page. So just as a preview, this is an example. Okay. So help us build a better community together. Apply to join our Animal Rescue Ambassador program. See more details below. If I want to sign up, I can put all of my details in and choose like, do I want to work weekends? Do I want to work part-time, full-time? You can make as many questions as you want through the entire process. And then when you submit, you go to a thank you page. I already tested this sucker. I already know it works, but let me show you what we did. So now every time somebody applies, it fires off that workflow right there, that email workflow that I've connected. So I'm just going to click on that. Go ahead and open it. And check this out. The first thing that I do is I apply a tag to them so that way I can find them in the future and be like, these are the people who've applied. And the second thing that I do is I set up a notification. So let me add a new notification here real quick just so you can see it. So when you add a step in your workflows for your email and messaging and all that stuff, you just come down here and you can see the notifications as one of the options here. Click on that sucker. And you're able to create your notification and choose who gets it. So you choose the team member that you want to notify. And then you say, you've got an application. And then I can grab their first name, their last name, and then their email address and their phone number.
It's so awesome. Yeah. So before I was kind of hodgepodging it together of like, okay, how can I get them some information that's helpful? And now it's in there. It's great. We get to have custom information in there, which is awesome.
Oh, it's so much easier. And the thing is, like, it works. So I went and I tested it, and I just wanted to see really quick. And so I went and tested it and just opted in myself. I got the notification. It's working gloriously. Ben Moot has subscribed to your application. Oh, wow. Notification to Ben Moot. And one last thing, just really quick. If you're having people, you have like those custom inputs where you want them to fill out the full application, and then you want to filter by that. So if you go to all of your contacts and you go to filter, you can now create a filter that goes through that. So at the very bottom of these options, you see all of the custom variables you've created. So why are they applying? What position are they applying for? So I want to see everybody who's applied to work weekends. I click apply and boom, it shows the people who applied for weekends. AKA Ben Jammin' Mood is ready to start jamming. There are so many updates that are just dripping out. That's just another one. The notifications is one. Merge tags throughout. There is so much happening inside of 2.0. The best way to stay on top of it, I'm going to be absolutely honest, is come up here to this notification icon and just click see all changes. Okay. You can also see this at clickfunnels.com/pulse. It goes to the same page. Okay. You can find a way to come here. You can see all the different things. Like we just created a way for you to manage your styles. We just created a way for you to see your bounce rates and to make sure that your emails are bouncing appropriately and healthy. We just talked about merge tags. All the things that you want to stay on top of are here, and all the things that you want to request are right here. Make sure that you're sending in your requests. Make sure you're paying attention to those things because there is so much happening on the dev side, and we're making some magic for you guys. Is that okay for a 2.0 moment? You guys okay if we deliver on that?
That was awesome. I see Nathan's in the comments, mind blown. Justin, so groovy. Danny saying wicked. Yeah, awesome, awesome updates. And it's like these little things, right? Like that make such a huge difference in how we can do things quickly and do them more effectively. And
Well,
so it's really awesome that they're putting those little things out there right now.
Exactly. And if you want to be a funnel builder, if you're trying to do this for somebody else, we just made that massively simple. And we're going to keep simplifying. The people that we talk to in order to figure that out, the people that we try to understand are those people who are in the agency program and are going through these different things and are getting certified. And so, my friends, if you are even interested in understanding what kind of secrets are tossed around inside of the certification and what it looks like in that whole process, Russell's going live in 28 minutes. You want to be there, because it's going to be absolutely spectacular.
Awesome.
Good
All right,
stuff.
we did it. Look, we did it in 30 minutes. All right. All right, you guys, thanks for joining us today. Make sure you're signed up for the webinar. Go join it in 30 minutes. And that's it for us this week. We'll be back next week with a full stack of more FHL speakers that we are bringing on to get to know them, and they can share their bonuses when you go buy your tickets at funnelhackinglive.com. And so we will see you then.
See you then.
Bye.
My name is Russell Brunson, and I'm part of an underground group of entrepreneurs that you've probably never even heard of before. We don't rely on cash from venture capitalists to get started, and we don't even have goals to go public either. In fact, our motivation is the exact opposite. You see, we have products and services and things that we know change people's lives. But because we're fighting against the big brands, people with literally unlimited budgets, we have to do things differently. We have to do things smarter. We don't have financial safety nets because every test we take is with our own money. We have to be profitable from day number one. So how do we do that? How is that even possible? If you ask the MBAs or look in your college textbooks, they will tell you that what we are doing is impossible, yet it's happening every single day. And it's happening through an art and a science that we call funnel hacking. It's not really something that I can explain to you. It's something I have to show you. These stories are a glimpse of entrepreneurs just like you who have a dream and a vision who want to change the world in their own little way. I use the funnel hacking process to help make their dreams become a reality. Yes, we are funnel hackers, and these are our stories.